beginning of the week, Monday. So Monday, this is week 2. So it's a 6-week cycle. So it goes light, medium, heavy, light, medium, heavy. Makes 6 weeks. The latter, light, medium, heavy, are all heavier than the initial light, medium, heavy. So it's a 6-week cycle. After I've done the 6 weeks, I'll review it and see if I want to make any changes. But for the time being, I'm going to go a very, very direct route, which is squat, bench, deadlift. So those hard exercises. The deadlift, I'm only going to do it on Monday. So squat, bench, deadlift Mondays. So I did it every day last week, but that was the initial week when the weights are light. So now they're getting a bit heavier. So Mondays I'm going to do squat, bench, deadlift, and Wednesday, Friday it's going to be squat, bench, and pull-ups. So deadlift once a week, which is pretty normal really. So it's going to be 3 squats, 3 benches, 1 deadlift, and 2 pull-up sessions. Okay, so I'm warmed up somewhat. I've got 90 kilos on the bar, so I'm going to go with 90 kilos. It's actually a bit warmer than it has been, but I'm still wrapped up at the beginning. Hopefully I can take some of this off. So it definitely gets in the way and bugs you. Okay, so 90 kilos for 5. Okay, definitely felt hard. The first set, under warmed up. Good general warm up, but I think I needed a bit more squatting. So, actually I don't know. I think the real point being that last time it was 8 kilos. And I've jumped up to 90, so that's a significant increment. So it's on Mondays, it's the lowest volume, so there's only 3 sets of 5 today. Wednesday 4 sets. Friday 5 sets. So up the intensity, in other words the weight, lower the volume, and then put the volume back up again, so on and so forth. It's a 3-minute timer I've got on. I'll change that when I do the deadlifts and the bench. Deadlifts and bench I'll do them as a circuit type thing, a superset. Yeah, that was I'm thinking about it. That was harder than I expected, but let's see what happens next. Yesterday I had a complete day off. Didn't do anything apart from wash the car and go shopping. That was it. Saturday, 10 kilometres, easy pace, 10 kilometres, but. I'm finding that anything around that sort of like 10 kilometre mark, it wipes me out for the day. Hopefully that'll improve. But 10 kilometres on Saturday. Okay, let's set 5. Okay, a bit smoother, not easy. So this protocol, it's from the series of books called Tactical Barbell. This actual program's called Operator, and it's a it's a very simple idea that obviously I've been implementing it in some ways without even knowing it for a long time. So it's basically lift one, next day cardio, lift one, next day cardio. So that covers 6 days, and then you have a day off. Okay. Obviously the arrangement is it's peculiar to the program, so it's a 6-week cycle. So the weights peak in week 3, then you drop back down, and then week 6 you go the heaviest of all. So it's got a bit of a built-in recovery, I suppose, or periodisation, if you want to call it periodisation. And I think also you make the cardio also matches the same pattern. So you do 3 weeks of cardio, let's say pushing it, and then a back-off week in week 4. So the back-off week coincides with the easy week on the weights, so you get a bit of recovery in week 4. Okay, that's it, last set, 3 sets of 5. So short and sweet today. So on. Okay. So. I'm aware the weights aren't very high, yeah. But that was a 10 kilo increment for me from last week. It's all relative. So relative to last week, that was a big increment. Okay. So, having done the squats, it's bench and deadlift. So I'm going to do that as a superset. What I'm going to do is set up the bench now. So far, I started the bench up last week with the same weight as a squat of 8 kilos. So it was fairly easy, I thought. So I'm going to see how 90 kilos feels. So keep it level pegging with the squat so far. try that. See how that feels. Okay, seems to be a decent setup. Put 60 on. Okay, so that's 60 kilos. Warming up the bench. Start getting the deadlift on the go. So I'm going to do these superset fashion back to back. So, comfort boots off. Flats on. I actually use these shoes for running. So, yeah. I think they're actually water shoes. You know, that's the original purpose, but I think they are sold for, you know, they are now sold for jogging. This is basically a, you know, flat bit of you know, rubber or whatever it is. I mean, obviously, you know, that barefoot thing came out with the, you know, the five-fingered shoes. So the shoes that look like gloves almost. But I've never used those five-finger things. They're always extremely expensive in my eyes. These are dirt cheap. Got them off. Got these off Alibaba. Dirt cheap. And back in the day, I used to buy quite a few pairs of trainers. You know, because you're supposed, you know, those cushioned trainers, you're supposed to swap them out every 500 kilometres or miles or whatever. I don't know. You know, I can't tell you exactly, but yeah. Okay, 500 kilometres, let's say. You know, that's not a lot of running. 500 kilometres. Yeah. Let's say you do a conservative, you know, 30 kilometres a week. That's not a lot of running. 30 kilometres a week. Yeah. What have you got? 16, 17 weeks. That's it. You know, obviously, it's up to you how diligent you are. You know, do you swap them out or just keep running on the things? You know, personally, I used to sort of like keep running on them for quite a while, but I was also aware that you're supposed to swap them out. But when I went to these barefoot things, that's it, all that went. So these, I just run them until they fall to bits. You know, and it can take a long time. And they're very cheap, so probably get a year out of a pair. Okay, so 100 kilos. I put 120 on. So last week on the deadlift was 120, but I did them every day, all the 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's quite fatiguing. But today I'm taking a big jump to 145, so putting 25 kilos on. Okay. But I'm only going to do the deadlifts on Mondays. Okay, so 60 kilo on the bench, let's do that. Okay. I think I'll go, yeah, I'll go another warm up on the bench. Put 70 on. Put the gloves up, I think. This is 120. This for a single. So these weights, I don't over warm up. Let's say. So I did a decent general warm up. I don't tend to over warm up on these weights. But as this deadlift climbs, I'm going to have to do more warm up. The thing being, obviously, the squat is warming up the deadlift. So that's 120. So I'm going to put that to 145. Let's think about it. 5, 2.5. Okay, so that bar goes at 145. This is still 70. So I'm going to take this rep at 70. Okay. Let's go to 90. So I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty challenging one actually. It's one thing to go 10 kilos on a squat, but it's another thing to go 10 kilos on a bench press. Well, if that's not obvious, it should be harder. This should be harder. It should be harder to go 10 kilos on a bench press than a squat. Ah, shit. Get the fire off. So, 90 kilos. Goal is 145 on the deadlift. All should be low. Okay, last little thing, timer. So we'll put it on a 2-minute timer. Okay, hard enough. Yeah, hard enough. No joke. Okay, I think this is probably going to be the biggest challenge. So, as I say,